Hi guys, and welcome to Lair of the Lycan, aka the HQ of metal. Metal music to me is rebellion, expression, brutality, nonconformity, oneness, victory and serenity. And in this video I'm going to be making the case that no matter how unapologetically preposterous, Swedish military metalers Sabaton deserve their spot at the high table of modern metal. So here goes. For many outsiders, Swedish military metalers Sabaton feel like the laughingstock of the post-millennial metal, clinging with pro-faced persistence to their war-torn imagery, heroic themes and literal battle vests is one thing, but when they back it up with songs that are cheesily overblown as Prima Victoria and the Red Baron, it's just too much to some for the uninitiated. With the uber bombastic World War I concept album The Great War, the 9th LP thus far, nonetheless their popularity is at an all-time high. I thought I'd pull on the most weathered fatigues for a look at how the Fallon Battalion have outmaneuvered even their most ferocious critics, and at why those of you who have been sleeping on for too long on their gleefully OTT attack better shape up and join the ever-swelling ranks of the Sabaton army. Now, are Sabaton the most cheesiest metal act in metal today? Well, you try to believe it. Jokes aside, however, there's a bombastic bomb blast of power metals to such an impactful effect. Veterans of the European scene over the past couple of decades will know that there's not much better than getting stuck into a fist-pumping, lunge-bursting chorus with the likes of Blind Guardian, Gamma Ray, Hellerine and Hammerfall. Although the lyrical basis of Sabaton's music is tied to the much more mud and blood of battle than the most fantastical tales of their forebearers, tracks like Careless Rex and The Last Stand have always overflown with gleeful aplomb. Even as the likes of the Battle of the Dead Men and Great War push their sound forward, there's no danger that the bombasters getting stomped into the grip. They're tight, completely tight as well. Although their command of the English language is second to none, some of Sabaton's wider lyrical flourishes arrive with a sense of Scandinavian naivete. They're never less of entertaining in mind. Rhyming Russia with Prussia is utter cringe. As if it wasn't enough to release a history version of the Great War, complete with pre-song blurbs explaining the historical context of each track on the album, Sabaton also teamed with the renowned YouTube historian Indie Nidal of the Time Goes History to offer fans the chance to learn more about the heavy subjects at hand, with a series of videos deconstructing the stories behind their most popular songs. I may have done it before on the first Metal of Life or Death's tour, but compared to the Londoners' blatantly pneumatic offering, Sabaton's machine-tooled setup, complete with a battery of rocket launchers and flame jets, feels far more fit for a military metal purpose. It's just the centre point of their mostly over-the-top current production too, featuring a sandbag barricades, barbed wire and a vast video screen with archive footage and the 13-member man choir fitted out when in a variety of military uniforms. Naturally, this is the sort of expense-spared, unapologetically immersed effort that will propel them towards the top end of metal hierarchy. They've already warned us that it might actually be too big for the stage at their Blocks of Hellline set if it happens. But rest assured that they'll squeeze in every ridiculous nugget possible in the service of their fans. But you know what's not metal? Leaving your fans high and dry with less than a day's notice. Although the smoke is yet to clear on the exact circumstances that led to New York legends Manowar dropping out of their Hellfest headline slot on June 21st, there's no question that it left thousands of punters who travelled vast distances and forked out substantial amounts of money with bitter taste in their mouths and minus a main stage headliner. Anyone who happened to be present for Sabaton's sub-headline performance at Bloodstock 2013, where the stage was lost by an airline and joking had to borrow stage attire from a cosplaying fan, will understand that the Swedes are always up to overcoming adversity. Despite playing a 90-minute set that finished at 2 AM that Friday, and Joachim having largely blown out his voice in the interim, they regrouped. passed lyric sheets out to the rest of the band and got the damn job done. Heroic stuff. Okay, so there's no lack of machismo when it comes to heavy metal, but when Sabaton make a stupid bet, they damn well honour it. As the case when Joking found himself having to walk for 552 kilometers from Fallon to Trondheim in Norway with a hangover. It was just a drunken bet. The singer, according to the singer, it was their friend's 50th birthday, and they all had booked Jolene Turner to play for them in a 250 capacity hall. Now, the friend's daughter gave him one too many drinks and stupid bets, and he didn't want to go into that were made. The outcome was that whoever lost had to walk to the next show, and he didn't even think about that being a 7-hour drive. The response from the fans was fantastic, though people would stop to give him beer, food. Sometimes people would invite him to their home to stay the night. Now, whether you saw them or if they cropped up on some Moray playlist, hearing lyrics like "As the darkness falls and Arabia calls, one man spreads his wings and the battle begins," made the land claim onto the Lawrence name. 7 pillars of wisdom lights the flame. Unfolding with the 7 clenched fists conviction and soaring musicality of 7 pillars of wisdom, their ode to Lawrence of Arabia, there's no way you could mistake the Fallon Battalion for anyone else in the scene. Sabaton are quite simply one of a kind. That apologetic individualism, that combined of singular focus and gunpowder spark more than anything else, is their greatest victory. They love being Sabaton, and they think their fans will love us for being who they are. Who dares wins after all.